A mid-century modern decent one. I mean, so if it's like not in an ideal neighborhood, maybe like Woodland Hills, you can get like for 1.5, like a pretty decent mid-century modern.
I toured one yesterday in Woodland Hills.
How much was it?
$850. But
Decent?
like a fixer. I want a fixer. I want something that needs like a ton of work.
Cool.
You need me in your life.
What?
Or Fez.
Oh, no. Okay, yeah.
Fixers.
My dad
sure.
was a contractor. So
That's so cool.
I do know everything.
I love that.
Okay, so
That's-
welcome to the Leo and Danny Show Patreon.
If you enjoy... Oh, sorry.
We have the lovely Savannah Bloom.
We're talking real estate.
And we're talking... We did throw it out there that, hey, nudity is allowed on Patreon, so that's in the air now. Not full frontal. They're very sexist on Patreon.
No particular reason, but... Yeah.
You can't do male cock out.
Yeah,
Really?
I shared a picture of my buddy's dick on Patreon once, and they gave me a very light scolding about it.
Wow. Interesting.
Yeah, our fans are interesting. They'll take a dick pic, but I think they prefer a female.
I think they would rather see our penises than 100 naked women.
Right, but they're not gay, so it's like it's weird.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like a fratty kind of like it's kind of like locker room stuff.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Your cock in particular, because mine's leaked. I feel like yours fans would love to see a fucking Leo dick pic. That would go pretty viral in our little circle.
They would.
Okay.
They would.
Gotcha.
None have leaked yet.
It would look like a sea anemone that had just been dipped into a Cheese Whiz canister.
That is just not true. It's going to look very similar to your penis, okay? Because it's going to be hard, okay? And it looks similar to yours, buddy. All right?
That's a real insult to me.
But it's bigger. It's bigger than yours. But
There's the real insult.
But it is. Yeah, I just hope I'm never. I don't think I have any dick pics with my face in it anyway. So they'd have to. I don't think they could really prove it was me.
Would you ever start an OnlyFans?
I mean, with the right girl, you know.
Yeah.
I did. If I ever did, if I envisioned it correct, the way I would want it, though, it would be with it would be with a nice, almost girl next door kind of looking.
Interesting.
Right. You know, because more
a girl
like
with a big chest, maybe.
With a big chest, blue eyes.
A girl on the market for a mid-century modern house.
Girl, you know what? That's so weird.
And in need of a contractor.
Yeah, and a contractor.
So,
thank you, buddy.
Savannah, you can speak a little more unguardedly now because this is our loyal patrons.
Perfect.
What do you think, Leo? How do you think he would do as a content partner in the sexual department?
I think he would be
pussy.
Great.
Okay, that is not true.
Well, I'll tell you this. I actually don't like getting head, which is really weird.
My dream girl. What? No, I'm just kidding. No,
I don't know why, because like I want to feel like the person entirely, and if they're like all the way down there, I'm just sad, and I'm like, I just want to feel them, you know.
Now, how do you feel about showers? Because he doesn't like to take them.
You're gonna keep doing this the entire time, dude. I'm gonna.
How many showers do you take a week?
About a half. On average, a half a shower.
I will say this: if you
shower
Google
guy.
search how many showers that you're supposed to take a week, it's gonna say 3 to 4.
Wow.
Yeah,
Well,
according
that's
to
because
science.
Google is commandeered by the environmental activists who don't want us wasting water,
No,
right, Jesse?
It's because of your like biome, like your like bacterial biome on your skin.
I've heard of this. Ashton Kutcher doesn't shower more than about 3-4 days. So Matthew McConaughey, a lot of actors, you know, they don't.
You need to be like an actor and do that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but Leo's got this thing that he read on some obscure blog where it's that if you rub your semen and your fecal matter all over your skin, it prevents aging.
Gotcha.
So Leo half the time is just walking around like a petri dish
That's disgusting.
of poop and
That is
spunk.
disgusting. I do follow a certified health nut who does he pees and puts it on his face.
Yeah.
That's really
the
funny.
Feces, yeah, it is. Yeah, he does it with fermented pee. He's out of his mind.
Insane.
He's out of his mind. He looks amazing for
Wow.
a 60-something-year-old man, but
Yeah.
it's
Does
still
he like
too much.
perennial like sun?
Yeah, he does that too.
That's
yeah.
awesome.
He puts sun in his asshole.
Yeah, he gets sun on his asshole. Yeah.
Just full spread.
I got some sun this morning today. I got the 8 a.m. sunlight. And I went on a little hike.
That's
Fucking-
nice.
That innocuous, benign, delicious 8 a.m. sun. And I didn't think to show my asshole to the sun.
It kind of makes sense in a way, but there is no. I don't think there are any studies that say that this is the case. The thing that's backed by a lot of science is the grounding. That if walking on virgin earth or like the ground with your bare feet, it changes like the the current in your body, and it's easier to heal, and it's better for like anti-cancer. Your blood flows better. It's weird.
Leo, right now, I feel like you're halfway between Danny Mullen mode and the Bachelor mode because you're attracted to Savannah. And
I
you
am
want to have
attracted to
sex with
Savannah.
her. So you're kind of talking like you're on a
Well,
date.
I'll piggyback off of that. I used to live at a commune that was in the woods in Missouri, and I was barefoot like all the time. Like you would like walk barefoot like from building to building.
Did you have
We
to put shoes on
farmed.
before the cross burning though?
No, we didn't participate in that part of it.
Okay.
I stayed out of that. I let the rest of them do that.
Sure.
Yeah. But no, like we would farm potatoes and stuff, and we would just be like shoeless out in the sun like all day, and it was like amazing.
You felt
And
pretty
you
healthy.
Felt so different. Oh my god, yeah, and you're breathing good air.
That's a trend. A lot of
Yeah,
people are
that's
moving to Texas just to be farmers now. And they say that, like, something about working with the earth and crops. Our boy, Adrian
So good.
Grenier from Entourage, that's his shit now. You should listen to that interview with Jordan Peter. You might actually hate it because it'll be anti everything you stand for.
Yeah.
Do you watch Entourage? Did you ever watch that show?
Recently, I started watching it.
Amazing show. But Adrian Grenier, that guy, he was Vinny Chase.
Yeah.
That was him.
Really?
He was polyamorous, a deadbeat, lazy guy.
Wow.
He was in Cuba, like, fucking around getting drunk, and they offered him the role, and he's like, I don't know if I want it. I don't need it. I can go back to New York and just work at a pizzeria. And his agent was like, listen, you get up here and you audition or you're fucking fired. I am no longer your agent. He got the role.
Wow.
He was this big dick in Hollywood. He was actually banging all these chicks just like he does in the show Entourage.
Yeah.
But now he got married and he moved with his wife, albeit his wife is 18 years younger than them, or maybe 17. It's legal. He's not like a Catholic priest like we were talking about earlier. But he moved to Texas and now he's just like a fucking farmer.
Wow.
And that's his shit.
Well, like for example, whenever we're at your parents' Sacramento house, you always mention how you feel good in that house. How the neighbor is so far away. It's 3 acres, so it's a lot of property.
Wow.
You want that house. You want your sister to get the Tahoe house, and you want the Sac house.
I just went up to Tahoe though. I like the Tahoe house too.
Of course, it's sick. Which one does
So
your
nice.
sister want though?
My sister, well,
Doesn't matter.
Here's the thing. My parents, it's a patriarchal family.
Nice.
So it's going to the sun, you know?
You can get both.
I'm going to get both, you know? I'm just going to fucking... But the Tahoe house, I was up there for like a week on vacation, and I was meditating in the backyard. The sound of birds.
Yeah,
and the
I was
mountains.
cold plunging in Tahoe this winter. It was
Wow.
amazing in the
Wow.
lake. It was
Wow.
so cool.
What is the lake get pretty cold
it
in
was
the winter?
freezing.
Who are you cold plunging with?
I was cold plunging. I went on like a group trip. It was like some guy that we met at a festival had like a big group of us.
Were you in a white t-shirt when you did it?
No.
Because you cold plunging would be pretty hot.
We were naked,
Oh,
man.
wow.
Oh, man.
as it should be.
And you were grounding at the same time.
It was
so,
great, yeah.
it must have been it's healthy.
It was awesome.
super healthy.
Savannah,
It was
this
super
is-
healthy.
This is off topic, but have you done anal in your...
I've never done anal.
Really?
Your whole life?
That's
My
a real,
whole life.
That's a real answer?
I'm like, I don't know. It
How
makes me
old are you?
nervous. That answer I do not say.
You look young. That's the only reason I asked.
How old would you guess that I am?
You look like you could be in college, like 22.
What would you say?
Yeah, I would say south of 25.
Okay, that's like accurate.
Okay.
So yeah, like early 20s.
Yeah, you gotta keep it a mystery. You should just say
Yeah,
18.
I keep it a mystery.
Just slap 18
Because
on
I
there.
want to be able to get to 30 and be like, I'm 20.
Yeah.
You should
Keep it a mystery.
You should put 18 on all of your social media, and then when guys DM you, say you're 17 and a half. Just so you can charge way more money for your panties.
Jeez, yeah. I mean, it would work. I bet. So yeah,
Do your parents know about your career?
they do. Yeah.
How'd
It-
that go over?
It was tough at first because I was raised to have like a big successful career in the world. But then once they saw how good my life is, they were just like, okay, I guess we have to accept that this is what it is.
Have you ever tried to get your mom into a scene, perhaps?
Oh my God,
Knowing
no.
the kind of
I
money
have
that was?
religious parents.
Yeah.
I would not be like that. It's kind of crazy hearing stories like that. I know
Holly
Zoe
Day.
Luna, her mom does it.
Holly,
Really?
well, yeah, we don't know
Yeah.
that one, but Holly Day, a friend of the channel, she had religious parents, and she went through the same kind of shock once her parents found out what Holly Day was doing for a living.
She's
Yeah.
out of the industry now, too, which is interesting.
It's really easy to transition out. Like, you just make your money and then go.
Yeah,
You
I think it's. Do you see people investing well? Like, I mean, you're trying to buy a house. I think that's smart, especially
Yeah.
when you're making this much or whatever. But
Yeah.
do you see other women doing that, or do you think they're blowing
No,
it?
I think they're blowing it, and I think they're dumb. Especially, I think when there's so much money coming in, it's very easy to be like, "This is infinite money," and it's not. And it's kind of, you get to a point where you're like, I have to take it seriously and actually save because, like, I don't know, like, what do you want for your life? I don't want to like have to do this forever.
I think the problem is for a lot of girls that, for a lot of hot girls, they've had things given to them their whole life.
I agree with that.
Whereas
yeah.
every guy, I mean, Leo is sort of like a hot chick in that regard because Leo's had everything given to them. But most
I have a
guys,
sugar mama he's referencing to.
Oh, okay.
most guys, I like to think of myself as like, I'm somewhere between like. I'm just below Ryan Gosling and just above Leo in terms of good looks.
Just
I'm joking. But I wasn't good looking enough that I just got shit for free. So I had to work, and most guys are like that. So then when you get money, you fucking value it because I still have Vietnam-style flashbacks
Yeah.
of me holding the broom in the restaurant kitchen at fucking midnight after an 8-hour shift.
Yeah.
And a lot of OnlyFans chicks probably can't relate to that because they've had a sugar daddy or somebody buying shit for them since they were in high school.
I would agree with that. That's not my life experience. My parents made me work since I was a kid. I was babysitting, lifeguarding. Like, I worked at restaurants.
Lifeguarding is just like being a hot chick. That's just you're fucking just putting oil on your titties.
Dude,
and
they,
fucking
lifeguarding.
prancing around.
I wish.
I did junior lifeguard standing. And I'll tell you what, they do this creepy little thing. When you seem distracted, they put this shadow at the bottom of the pool, and if you don't respond to it within a certain amount of time, they give you a demerit. And if you get like 3 of those, you're fired as a lifeguard. This is at a pool. This was an LA pool thing that they used to do when I was a kid. I presume there's probably something similar. So it's annoying. They make you stay up there and look hot, and you probably never have to go in the water. But yeah, but then they throw this little shadow thing in the water, and if you don't see it, you can get fired.
I did save a child, which was pretty cool. I saved like a toddler who like slipped and fell in the pool.
Wait,
and
you
was like a
decided
baby,
against the abortion?
baby.
Oh, sorry. I was too late. She already. I'm sorry. I'm slow. You saved a baby. Congratulations, though.
I did. Yeah, it was cool. It was good.
Are you trying to have children, Savannah?
No, I'm terrified of childbirth.
Yeah.
I don't want to die. I don't want to die in childbirth.
Never that very low chance of that in the U.S.
If you and I got married, though, I
really?
would insist on a natural birth.
Yeah, I mean, I would want a natural birth.
Yeah,
But I would also want a surrogate where they can just do it all for
No,
me.
no.
And, like,
I would insist.
I'm down to do that with you already. If you wanted to have a surrogate, just a surrogate, and just
Yeah.
combine our genetics, could be cool.
No.
Well,
but-
if we go down to like Colombia and live there, it'll be really cheap. We could have like a chef.
I
and
speak Spanish, and I am Colombian,
Oh
so
my
this is
god!
perfect.
Wow, that's so cool.
He will be slipping out after 6 months, after the honeymoon phase is over, he'll be slipping out to the brothel 5 nights a week.
It's not a brothel there. They just walk down the street and come up to you and ask you for
Yeah,
sex.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
It's really
I have a couple
crazy.
buddies who go there.
So Leo, after a couple drinks, Savannah, if you guys get together, he gets violent.
That's not true. You were just straight up saying I'm violent when I drink. now.
It's like his whole life becomes Mike Tyson Punch Out after a few shots.
Gotcha.
Or
Unless you
Mike
think that's hot.
Tyson in the hotel
What?
room in Indiana.
Unless you think that's hot,
That's
I
what he
don't do that.
I don't think that's hot.
All right, I'm not going to hit you.
Leo,
I've
whenever he's in
never
a hotel room,
I like
he
wrestling in
turns into
bed.
Mike Tyson.
That's
time to
fun.
wrestle. I turned into Mike Tyson, the knockout king of the heavyweight division.
And more than just the knock. Whenever you're in a hotel room, you're
stop
I'm
it.
joking, I'm sorry.
It happened in a limo where he did it.
Was it a limo?
Yeah, it was.
That was a mean joke.
I'm not a rapist.
Yeah, that's
I don't know why. This is